I'm looking at the language of this proposed bill, and it speaks about things like, do you support allowing the General Assembly to provide financial support for the education of students outside the system of common schools? And Mr. President, I don't like that language. I think it's misleading. I think we should call this bill what it is. This is the Public Dollars for Private Schools Act. This is a bill to amend our Kentucky Constitution so that the legislature can divert our hard-earned taxpayer dollars from our public schools to private schools. This will let the legislature take tax dollars from our public schools, from our rural schools, and they will suffer, and Kentucky students will suffer. And we cannot in this body say that we support public education and that we support our public school teachers when we pass legislation like this that will hurt them. As a lawyer, I am extremely concerned about the precedent this amendment sets. The amendment says notwithstanding in reference to seven different clauses of the Kentucky Constitution. This includes the clause of the Constitution that requires us to operate a system of public schools, and it includes the very important clause that says we only collect tax dollars for a public purpose. I worry, Mr. President, that we are so desperate to pass this amendment and give money to private schools to take it away from our public schools that we are risking shredding the Kentucky Constitution to make that happen. I believe in public education. I believe in our public school teachers. I believe in our public schools. I believe we should be protecting funding for public education because that is how we make sure every child in every community in every county across this Commonwealth, including our rural areas, gets the best possible education to unlock their potential. This is not what the people of Kentucky want us to be focused on. What they want us to be focused on in education is the fact that we are in the bottom 10 in per pupil spending, and we can fix that in this budget. We are 44th in the nation in starting teacher pay and 40th in average teacher pay, and we can fix that in this budget. Right now, we face a threat of losing our talented public school teachers to retirement or to other states. We can fix that in this budget. We can pass universal pre-K and invest in our youngest students, something we know will yield dividends in our educational outcomes. We can do that in this session. And yet, we are spending time on this, something that the people of Kentucky do not want and that will not help our educational outcomes. For all of those reasons, Mr. President, I vote no. I urge other members to do the same.